Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Here is a game that I absolutely love. Absolutely love for the players. I think they really enjoy it and it teaches them a lot of things. This is multi 1v1 or multi 2v2. You can do both. As you can see here, I've just got it. There are three teams going at once in 1v1. You could have three teams of 2v2 going at the same time. You could have four teams of 1v1. So it really kind of depends on the space. So you want to keep the space relatively small. And this is a great game. I got to give credit to the only place I've ever heard about this was Andy Barney, who founded the original KC Legends program. And so basically, you have multiple games going on at the same time, but on the same field, shooting on the same goals. Why? Well, let's say you're doing 1v1. In a real game, you've got a lot going on, right? Players have to process a lot of chaos. They've got to get their heads up, even in 1v1, because you're probably actually playing 7v7 or 9v9 or 11v11. So you've got all of the touches and the creativity and the simplicity in terms of decision making of 1v1 or 2v2, but you still have a lot of chaos going on around you, and you have to pay attention to what is happening, right? Because you don't want to run into one of the other players and then lose the ball, right? In a game, your 1v1 is not played in a vacuum where your teammates are moving and what other defenders are doing in terms of their help. That affects what you do as a player in terms of your decision making, whether you're dribbling, where you're dribbling, are you passing, who are you passing to, things like that. So it's a really interesting game in that 2v2, and you step it up to 2v2. It's a 2v2. I think 2v2 is underutilized. I think we go above it a little too fast, but it's a perfect starter to the possession game, especially for young players. I think it should be used a lot more. You make the decision making easier because it's pass, dribble, shoot, since you only have one teammate, but you still get those decisions and you still get all the different tactical runs, right? That the teammate can make diagonal runs, they can make straight runs. You can you can dribble across and leave the ball for them. You can have overlaps, and all of that is still part of the game. So you're still getting a lot of different aspects of off the ball movement as well. So, and the one other thing I would add to that that I did, but again, this came from Andy Barney, which I thought was really cool, is you can create a grid with your kind of your round robin schedule on it, because you can play like, 1 minute games or 2 minute games or whatever, and you play a bunch of games and you already have it set up of who's going to play who, like the rotation, right? Say you're playing with four teams of 2v2 out there. So team one versus team two versus, I mean, three versus four, then 1v3 and 2v4, et cetera, and keep track of the scores. And then you can keep track of the records. And I think adding that competitive element just brings another level to the game for the players, which I think we underestimate the positive aspect of adding some competitiveness to small sided games and drills and stuff in practice. I think that's mostly a positive for a lot of the players. I mean, you don't embarrass them if they didn't win any games or anything like that, but you know what I mean. So give this one a shot. I really think you're gonna like. And yes, it probably at times will look like chaos as they get used to it. I would definitely start out with 1v1 for a few sessions before you add in 2v2, uh, because of that extra element of chaos when you start throwing in passes and stuff there with all those other players. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hey, if you go out and give this a try, come back and let me know your comments about how it went, what your players thought of it. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you get a chance. That really does help me out. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks.